And welcome again now, dear friends, to the Thursday edition of Fresh Bread. Reverend Phil Anderson here with you, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church here in the capital city of Topeka, Kansas. It is Thursday, May the 11th, 2023. I like Thursdays, getting toward the end of that old work week for most folks. For some folks aren't working anymore. Praise God for that. But for a lot of times, it's just, we're getting toward the end of the week. We're getting that much closer to Sunday. Sunday's always really the highlight of my week, and just to be able to come in and see, first of all, the church family. That's number one. Just a blessing to be with him. Secondly, to be able to share God's word through the sermons and the services. And we're just so thrilled that God has enabled us to be able to do that. Thank God for both these churches, Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church, trying some new things, just trying to reach out beyond our borders, so to speak, beyond our walls of our church. And so, anyhow, I want to just share with you on this particular story today. It's going to be a continuation of what we were talking about yesterday with some of these classes. So we were mentioning the discipleship class. We have a small group discipleship class that I've kind of taken over myself. That is, I would kind of say, kind of more or less by invitation only. And that was the idea. Once we got to a certain number, we were going to stop. And then when we trained some other leaders, they would be able to take over and start their own discipleship class. Maybe it would be on a Wednesday afternoon, a Thursday morning, maybe a Sunday evening, whenever they wanted to do it. And so that was the idea behind that. So we're still hoping that that's going to be the case. But again, we're on the very early stages of this. We're just in the very early stages, just kind of starting this whole process. And again, just keep us in your prayers. Even if you don't come to these, just I want you to be aware of what we are doing. So again, the discipleship class, there is Bible study. There will be evangelism. There'll be a time where we try to memorize scripture and we go over those. We try to hold each other accountable. We also want to have, there goes a FedEx truck, you might have heard. We also want to have a time of prayer, and also a time of service. So it's not just about us, but we're serving our community. It's really seeing the totality of what it means to be a disciple or a follower of Christ. So we're wanting to learn more about Christ, but not just for ourselves. So we're hoarding the spiritual growth that we're given, but so that we are equipped now to go out and be Christ's ambassadors out into the world. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not an easy task to do that. And I have, again, probably been out more in the last, I don't know, couple of months maybe, than I have really before. Part of it, I think, was the fact that I was able to get some things off my plate. It's freed me up on some time that was very, very limited when I was taking my classes especially. And that's, and also getting ready for some major, commitments with our local church office, so that those have now been fulfilled. And I do now find that I have a little bit more time to do what I really love to do, which is the ministry work. And I cannot do it by myself. So I need help. And so that's one of the reasons we're doing the discipleship classes, so that I can help people develop their own spiritual gifts and to develop their own spiritual disciplines, so that they will grow spiritually and then be able to share their faith with others for the goodness of the gospel. So that's what this is all about, and we'll continue this discussion again tomorrow, because I'm kind of at a good stopping point. So I'm going to stop here. We'll have more on this on Friday, so don't miss it. Until then, God bless you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you more tomorrow.